Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Hyper Metroid. And we just got Space Jump from Kraid in the last video. Putting Space Jump to use right away, obviously, in this very Metroid 2-esque room. The map and the map tiles in this room, and there's a super missile up here you'll want to grab. It's just hanging out. It's a nice way to encourage use of Space Jump early. But the map in this room, I don't understand it. I don't know why it's like that. It just seems very weird to be like that, but whatever. Now that gate on the far left, so you can see the big circle, and then the gate that's on the far right, that's also visible. We can't actually get those yet. I believe we need power bombs for both of those gates. So as far as Brinstar is concerned, there might be another item. Well, there is the one energy tank we can get. But otherwise, we're pretty much done here. And I wanted to refill on my ammo a little bit, seeing how I didn't get that much after Kraid. But yeah, the map in the room over to the right, I don't get, because it goes above the initial box you see and below the initial box you see. It's very strange. I'm not sure why you would do that, but whatever. So, but anyway, Brinstar is pretty much covered for now. Did just get Various, so that does offer, of course, pretty much free exploration in Norfair. An interesting thing about Varia in this hack is that lava no longer damages you. I mean, you just move really slow, but it's not an issue anymore. So it does open that up. However, I am a bit of a doofus. Not necessarily looking to go there right away because there are the gates here. I still think I can maybe do some things here, but the answer is no. Also about being able to go to Norfair, because I got supers early, there's really no point to going to Norfair right now if you did the same thing I did. Literally, you'll just want to go back to Meridia, go get your gravity suit, and continue on in Meridia after that. It's very, Varia. It's not what I said at all, but I'll go with it. It's basically because I haven't been in Norfair, there's quite a bit of things, like items I can get. There's a lot of exploration to be had. But that leads into the part where players might get a little frustrated with the hack because, oh hey, if they've done what I've done, they've got Various, so like, let's go to Norfair. They will find things, but they won't actually find anything that progresses the game at all. They might run into a gate, which I guess would be some progress, but there's really no upgrades they can grab. Well, actually I take that back now. They might be able to progress. I think you need power bombs to get to a certain dragon, but I don't remember if you absolutely do. Oh, I haven't really touched on it yet because it thankfully does not appear very often in this hack. In certain morph passages, there is morph lock. Basically means you can't unmorph on that passage. No redesign did it. If you're probably familiar with that hack using it. This hack uses it too. It is so super annoying. And I know the reasoning, at least what RealRed said the reasoning was he used it so that in passages with slopes you can't unmorph and get yourself stuck. Because you may or may not know, and yes, you can actually grab that super. You may not know this, but if you are in just a little morph passage. It's literally just one tile high. If the ceiling, or even the floor, I believe, has those little green square slopes, you can unmorph in that tunnel for some reason. Oh yeah, we can actually get this thing now. Oh, another energy tank. I start to load up a little bit on energy tanks. That was, well, maybe not load up. But the exploration did help quite a bit with that. But yeah, because of those reasons, so if you have like any actual slopes in a morph tunnel, the player could potentially unmorph, get themselves stuck. So he says that's the reason why he did it. I don't believe him, because there are rooms in here where it clearly there's no slopes like that and it's still morph locked. I think he's just a big jerk for it. I really don't like the morph lock thing. And, you know, I do understand, you know, with the players potentially getting stuck, that is an issue. I mean, that's legitimate. Even then, though, I still don't like the morph lock. Because it reduces the player's freedom. In a way. I mean, they shouldn't be unmorphing in morph tunnels, probably, but there's some parts where it's out in the open where it's just like, nope, you went through a morph passage, I want you to have to do this in morph ball. That's just like, why? You're just impeding on my freedom. So, yeah, I am not a big fan of that, but this room here, this is what I was talking about a couple videos back. That powerbomb door there, there's no indication on the map there's a powerbomb door. The only reason you would go back there is because, oh, look, there's a gate there on the map that you can't really get to yet. So, I mean, like, that kind of placement's kind of annoying just because it's not indicated. It's sort of out there on the map. Like, there's no real quick way to get there from when you first enter the area. It's probably one of the further areas away, so it's like, why would you do this? It just feels like it's forever away, so. Plus, without the indicator there, it's like, there's really nothing there. Why would I bother looking? So yeah, those map tiles like that, the morph lock thing, which thankfully is not used as much in this hack as a certain other hack. Also, apparently destroying the yapping maws. Actually, I shouldn't say anything. It's probably just hiding behind the whatchamacallit. The Samus Eater. So this is basically just a shortcut to get back to this Norfair area. Which I'm like, oh, right. I can go here now. And again, right now, things are still going fairly well. I've defeated a couple of bosses, major bosses. I got space jump with Variasuit. I can now explore Norfair freely. You know, things are going really well. It's just, I also don't realize I'm not actually going to get anywhere in this place. So that is something that doesn't come up into my mind right now. So honestly, that's not really such a big deal because it's like, hey, I am making progress. Or at least I feel like I am. So on this one, you've got the one gate marked there. You have the save station marked for some reason. It's clearly a hallway and not its own entity. I don't know. So yeah, our beam is, once again, not being very effective against enemies. Because quite honestly, you shouldn't be entering Norfair from this side. Norfair should be more, or you should enter more on the east side rather than the west. And on the east side is another beam upgrade that would help a lot. But I'm not over there, so whatever. So this room here. This room has Morphlock. Basically, once you get into these things, and again, this is sort of a nice thing. Let's say barrier protects me. And you can bomb jump and stuff under lava. And I still can't unmorph, so it's like, Arr. And then I'm just stuck here. So it's like, and with those crumble bridges and being able to bomb jump under lava, you can still get across this. Again, I regret not using it a lot more than I did. But yeah, like for that, right there, I have to bomb jump up that because I can't unmorph and jump up it. I was not going to get stuck at all. Just, hey, I don't want you to unmorph throughout this whole thing. I want you to do it all in Morph Ball. So, yeah. And I get that where, you make something, and especially maybe something more Morph Ball related, because it's like, hey, Morph Ball is not something a lot of puzzles are used in or something like that. Not a lot of movement is required in Morph Ball. And I made this little passageway, this little, I guess, puzzle of sorts that involves Morph Ball. I want players to have to do it in Morph Ball. Like, I understand how someone would feel that way. It's like, I want players to do this because I think it's really cool. And I want them to do it my way. Doesn't always necessarily make for the best experience playing the game, though. I use my speed boost escape from Fear as another reference. It's like, yeah, I thought the speed boost escape was really fun and cool. My testers disagreed, so it's like, okay. I personally enjoyed the challenge, but no, it was clearly not for everyone. So in Norfair, there is a lot to explore. We can get the other beam. This is where your first super missiles technically are. That safe station down there, sort of a hint toward the super missiles, I guess. So, and because I've been in that one main elevator room, I guess, I'm not very keen on going that direction yet, because I've already been there, and I want to explore this place. So it looks like new areas. And yes, there are bubbles. Thankfully, there are more bubbles than those, because those bubbles are quite bland. And that's something I have told Grime in Project Base. In his newest version, the bubbles were... they look fine, but they also look a little bland. Also, yes, there's an enemy up there. So I drag an energy dot from across the room. Because why not? But yeah, this is another nice little room where it shows you, there's the two items up top, you can only get one. You have to come from the other direction to get the other. So no matter which one you find first, you can always see the other one. And this space pirate's a retard. I mean, mentally challenged. And so, again, I like, items you can see but can't get yet. It's always something that should be present in your hack. And somehow I opened the door on the other side. I either did a wraparound or something weird with the room going on. Now, the path to the other side to get this item, not that difficult. It's right over here. So, that in itself, not that finding items and stuff should be difficult, but I kind of like it when you can see an item and then you kind of have to wait. You have to explore more. I didn't just fall down some bubbles, go through a door transition, and oh, I can get this item now. Like I had to take another path or it's connected up some other way. So, yes, having items you could see but can't reach it, always a good idea. Some of them should have a little more difficult paths to get to, I think, in terms of just exploration, the length it takes to go around. Although again, with this hack, that's not really such an... like, the hidden items are not really hidden. They're just sort of there. You just have to go find them. This is Crocomire, by the way. And a very interesting palette. It's Lime Crocomire with orange eyes. This is Citrus Crocomire. Maybe it's Cantaloupe Crocomire. Maybe that's why he's always stuck in this room, because he can't elope. I'm not going to apologize for that one either. And there goes our Cantaloupe Crocomire. And over here is just a missile. Something with the mini-map, because as you can see right now, there are no tiles being shown. Now there are. I've been on the right side of this room. It doesn't show up on the mini-map. And so, you could go this whole game, collect 100%, and that spot will never show if you do it like that. Just because the game is weird like that. Why the doesn't track where you've been while Crocomire's dying, I don't know. Maybe it's something with too much going on with the game engine, I don't. In any case, that was Crocomire. We got a bit through Norfair, and this is where I stopped the video. And there's nice, lovely bubbles in the background you see there. And in the foreground. Kind of buried in the tiles there. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you for the next video, where we continue on in Norfair and find even more things.